Welcome to Wilkes World, and I'm Sarah.
I am Bree.
I'm Sal.
And I'm Kirsten.
Fantastic. Welcome to Wilkes World.
I know, our two new hosts.
Thank you.
Sarah.
Kirsten, as they just introduced themselves.
Yep, and very excited to be a part of it.
Yes, me too.
It's a fun time.
Yeah.
You know, this is a fun time. Snow.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
excited
Get
for
out of
it.
Days.
I think all my professors are already set on not
Yeah.
having class,
Yeah,
so
I agree.
even if it
wanna
passes
be
us.
So,
Might have night class tonight, half of it,
Maybe.
but
Maybe.
tomorrow, definitely not.
Just relaxing.
anyway,
Yeah.
that's at least our plea to the gods of weather
Yes,
to
hopefully.
rain down upon us.
Do
snow.
we know how much we're getting?
It's still like not that much in comparison to poor
Yeah.
Philly and DC.
Yeah.
I think around like 4 inches maybe if we get that.
But that's enough to
That's-
cause a mess.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly.
let's check in with Anthony Duranda. What do you have for us?
What I have to say is, I know that's going to be a blizzard, so they just better cancel everything, please. I am dead set on not having class, but let's see. But, well, this past month has been a memorable one for the Wilkes University wrestling team, as a couple members of the 15th ranked team in the country reached a career milestone, toppling the century mark in wins. First, senior wrestler and All-American Frank Heffernan toppled the win plateau, becoming only the 4th wrestler in school history to do so. And just a few short weeks later, head coach John Loudenslager became just the 2nd coach in the wrestling-rich history of the school to get up over the century mark, after the Colonels took care of Plymouth State 2 Saturdays ago. Congratulations to both Heffernan and Loudenslager for their monumental achievements. In other news, the Sodoni Art Gallery is presenting works from acclaimed artist Brian Wood this month. Wood, who hails from New York City, demonstrates his artwork with a biographical purpose, using his own personal experiences as inspiration. Wood has collections in several different museums throughout the country, including the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York City and the Corcoran Gallery of Art in Washington, D.C. The exhibition will be shown until March 14th. That's it for Beacon News today. Make sure you pick up your Valentine's Day special color issue of the Beacon on newsstands all around campus now. Hopefully you can get it before the snow hits, because otherwise they're going to be there for the rest of the week. So get them as fast as you can.
Color is
Very much.
Color, yeah.
I know, it
just
looks
in time
pretty
for Valentine's
snazzy.
Day.
It does.
That's it. Ah, very nice.
Well, I have some news, and it's kind of unfortunate. I can fairly say that we all appreciate culture here. So, unfortunately, in India, Port Blair, India, one of the world's oldest dialects, which traces its origins to tens of thousands of years ago, has become extinct after the last person to speak it died on a remote Indian island. Boa Sr., the 85-year-old last speaker of Bo, was the oldest member of the great Andamanese tribe. Deputy Director of Tribal Health in Andaman, named R.C. Carr, told Reuters on Friday. She died last week in Port Blair, the capital of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, which were hit by a devastating tsunami in 2004. With the death of Boa Sr. and the extinction of the Bo language, a unique part of human society is now just a memory, said Stephen Corey, Director of Survival International, an organization that supports tribes worldwide. Boa's loss is a bleak reminder that we must not allow this to happen to the other tribes of the Andaman Islands, he said in a statement. Carr said Bo was one of the 10 dialects used by the Great Andamanese tribe. According to Survival International, there are now only 52 surviving members of the tribe, which is thought to have lived on the Andaman Islands for as many as 65,000 years, making them descendants of one of the oldest cultures in the world. The Great Andamanese has had the biggest population of all the island tribes until the early 20th century. Originally 10 distinct tribes, the Great Andamanese were 5,000 strong when the British colonized the Andaman Islands in 1858. Most were killed or died of diseases brought by the colonizers, Survival International said.
Wow. That's terrible.
I think that's really sad.
Yeah, and very unlikely it seems like, because you'd think they'd have a dictionary or some kind of document.
Yeah, I was just going to say,
Right. There's
if,
like
if
no-
we know that she was the last speaking, or he, is it he? What is it? What's the gender?
It's a she.
She. So if we know that she was the last speaking person of it, last person to speak this dialect,
Right.
maybe just ask her to
I
jot it down.
know.
Yeah,
Who-
take
I don't
notes.
know.
Someone.
She was really old.
Yeah, wow.
Maybe she was grumpy.
Grumpy.
She was angry and refused.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I just think it's really sad when a culture, dies like that.
Yeah, that is very terrible.
And especially, again, since people were aware of it. That's what I want
Yeah,
to
they're
say.
around for so
Right.
long,
Yeah.
and now it just.
And people were aware that it was
died
going,
on.
this is the last person speaking it.
Yeah, and then nothing.
Right.
No one did anything about it. That's very strange. So.
It is
Of
strange.
course, at the same
Right.
time, maybe she really didn't speak it all that well. If she was that old, maybe she forgot it already.
Maybe.
Maybe she was
Right,
just
that could
speaking
be-
gibberish. for
Right.
the
Maybe
last-
she got
It was her.
Alzheimer's.
It was her own.
That's not funny. I don't know.
Right.
what's
But she didn't have anyone
Yeah.
to talk to. In
Yeah,
that
no,
language,
I mean,
so
yeah.
Right.
it would
I was joking
make
around, but in all
sense that
seriousness.
No.
Yeah,
it probably faded away a little
Right.
bit.
makes sense.
Very interesting
Aw.
story.
Port Blair. I don't know where that is exactly.
I have no idea.
Never even heard of it.
Anyway.
I mean, I've heard of India.
Yeah. Right.
Never been there myself.
That's a good thing. Some people haven't.
All right, well, we're
Okay.
going to take it over now to question of the week and see what students at Wilkes University said.
Hi, I'm Devaney for Question of the Week. And this week's question is, what do you look for in a Valentine? What do you think, Joe?
I think you got to look for a good personality, maybe good looks, certain amount of intelligence, maybe all of them together would probably be the best combination, but the best probably good personality.
Let's see. A good personality, a sense of humor, smart, good looks. I think that's about it.
I look for someone that will bring me flowers and candy and spoil me too.
I want diamonds and chocolate.
I would have to say sense of humor in all seriousness, but with my sense of humor, money. Lots and lots of money.
Maybe broad shoulders,